Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. That's complete to John Ross. On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And the ball is knocked out, and the Rams have got it back.
Let's let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it off.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, here's Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 49 yards. And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, they'll check this one down to Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. He went swinging for the fences on that play. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but, boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play just happened. Let it go. Time to defend the goal line, bring some all-out pressure, and try and knock them back.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Miami. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
44 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On play action, here's Tua. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight 1st down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Tua completing this to Waddle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 17-7 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice
touchdown, Dolphins. Quez Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua going deep here for Watkins. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Tua going to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught by Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Deron Payne Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. From the red zone now, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Lutz is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yard.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson 60 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 29, Tua. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Tua. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go. 45. White.
On the draw is Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Second down at 5. Stafford. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.